Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to our channel. Once again, it's me, your bearded bro, QuickSilver 15, back with another video. And today we'll be reviewing My Amanda. So yeah, guys, today we'll be reviewing a movie starring Alessandra, Rossi, and surprisingly also directed by Alessandra Rossi, a movie called My Amanda.
What?
So yeah, and let's just do a quick overview of My Amanda. So My Amanda follows the story of best friends Fappy and Fappy. Okay. Fappy and Freem, or TJ and Amanda, as they go about their lives. It's kind of like a dialogue-driven drama. They actually meet at pivotal moments of their lives where, well, they're kind of in a bad spot with their relationship and they kind of need each other to help them out through these troubled times. So most of the movie actually consists of them just going on road trips, hanging out by the beach, and, you know, doing weird stuff that best friends do when they're broken hearted and stuff. You know, they get wasted and get tattoos, which is fun, kind of fun, you know, kind of relatable. We've all probably been there, when not really necessarily hindi lang naman para sa mga broken hearted, but you know, when we're down and in trouble or stuff like that, and you know, nandyan talaga lagi yung ating weird best friends to make us do bad decisions when we're down. And yeah, that's just part of life. So now let's go over the details. So now let's go over what we think of this movie. So story-wise, it's kind of meh, you know, it's okay. Not particularly the best written movie. Actually, the climax and the ending is kind of foreshadowed. At the first few scenes of this movie, and yeah, so it's not kind of a surprise when you get to the end. So this movie kind of follows a lot of the tropes for these type of dialogue driven character stories, so there's no real standouts to this film. So although Alessandra Rossi is a great actress and her performance here is good, I definitely think this wasn't her best performance. Maybe it's a case of having too much on your plate, because she did also write and direct this film, so yeah, maybe it proved too much for her to handle, and it is hard to direct yourself. Piolo Pascual, on the other hand, you know, he's typecast in these roles, you know, the playboy with the heart of gold, and he does it well. And you know, it's Piolo Pascual, you know, not so it's, you know, it's Piolo Pascual. And yeah, if you've seen him in his other films, yeah, it's pretty much the same. I'm not sure if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but yeah, I mean, he's okay. One thing that I would do like to point out about this film, and it's probably the deal breaker for me, and it's the transitions. So if you've seen any music videos from, you know, the 2000 or the punk rock era, where they have these trippy animations and, you know, weird transitions, it's kind of like that, pero parang, you know, high school student yung gumawa, tapos yung deadline kinabukasan, so it felt just rushed and weird, and it's out of place. And yeah, it's definitely a deal breaker. I think this movie could have been made a lot better with less. So yeah, and that's that. We have a saying in the graphic artist industry, or you know, the artist industry that sometimes less is more, and I think they could have used that for this film. So now, I'm actually kind of in the state na medyo nakakasawa na yung gantong type ng film because they're making it into a template. And you know, a few years ago, this would have been a visionary type movie that we don't normally see, but now we are actually oversaturated with this kind of types of film, and it kind of, again, it feels like a template. So yeah, and if you've seen films like Kita Kita, again starring Alessandra Rossi, which was so good, and yeah, anything with Bella Padilla and JC Santos, you know, that thing called Tadhana. Those movies just did whatever this movie tried to do so much better. Because again, they're making it into a template. So, ayun, my sad girl and my sad boy, and they go on this trip or journey together, or sometimes over the course of years, but essentially they're going on trips together, just talking, being sad, and then something terrible happens, and you know, a realization na kaya pala nila or whatever, trying to make it, you know, about the journey. And yeah, again, it's just such a template now that sana bago naman, or you know, shake it up a bit. And yeah, maybe it's just me having a case of the burnout. I'm burnt out by these types of films. But you know, with that said, I would happily rewatch, you know, yung mga previously stated films ko. Again, Kita Kita, That Thing Called Tadhana, anything, well, most of Bella Padilla and JC Santos's films together, those are just, you know, so much better than this one. So I do think this film is deeply personal. So I do think this film is deeply personal to Alessandra De Rossi. I mean, she did a lot of the grunt work. She directed, again, written the story and acted as a lead. And I think maybe it could have been better if she stayed out of the spotlight and just focused on directing this film. Because, you know, we all know that directing is hard and acting as a lead is hard because you have to carry the film. But doing both is just next level difficult because it is hard to direct yourself, and you won't always see the errors that you make or how you would improve because, you know, you're not sitting at the director's chair, you're out there in front of the camera acting. And although some actors do manage to pull it off, I think the for a first project, yeah, there's just so many things she could have improved on. So yeah, this movie just falls flat on so many levels. We're giving it a poor 4 out of 10. And again, it just felt like a subpar copy of all of their previous films combined. And it just failed to capture the same level of integrity. But with that said, me and Momonsky do love Alessandra De Rossi. We love a lot of her movies, and we don't want to discourage her directing career. That's not the point of this video. Hopefully she gets some of the critiques that we did give for this film and improve on them on her future films, and we would love to see those instead. Maybe cast Bella Padilla and JC Santos in her next movie. Maybe that would just be so much better. Actually, I wouldn't mind if they were the lead stars for this one. And and maybe try to shake up the genre for these dialogue, character-driven stories. Because I do love the style, but now again, it's just becoming such a template that it's kind of boring and it's super predictable. So what do you guys think? Have you seen My Amanda? Comment down below what you think of this movie, and we would love to discuss. Because again, that is the whole point of us doing reviews for these films, and it's to just give our critique and points to improve for future filmmakers. So once again, If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification bell so you'll be notified of our next video. Once again, it's me, your bearded bro, QuickSilver 15, signing off. Peace.